Yeah, it's a great opportunity, not just for them. It's only 3 players this year that's played in all our games. Where last year it was 10. And if you look at the stats, there's 25 players not available due to injuries or what facts whatsoever. But by saying that, I think it's a great testament to our depth. And to still put out a side like this, I believe it's a great side. And the way we see it's a lot of youngsters that wouldn't have get the chance to play, and these guys have proved themselves. So I'm very excited about these guys coming in. They've been waiting for a chance, and that's why this is a great game to see if they can step up to the next level. And by saying that as well, it's also a character test for us because it's the first time that we've been on tour for 4 weeks. It's been a long season for some of the guys. Some of the guys hasn't played a lot of rugby, so we're very excited to go out there and play. We play against a very strong Wales side. It's always been very, very tough to play against them. So it's going to be a big character test and a big test of our depth. But we're very excited. Yes, definitely. Damien is a very, very bright prospect. He was really brilliant in Super Rugby. Got him involved and unfortunately got injured in that when he was selected. And then played him in 2 games just to see what he can do. But he was still not at his best. He was injured. So it's been tough for him. But he's a great player and, he's a question mark. He hasn't played. But I've had a good one-on-one with him. I think next year he's going to be brilliant and going to press hard for the starting jersey. The fact was that, of course we lost that first game on tour. It was difficult to rotate too many guys, although we've done it now. But I still believe he's a great player. Same with Lwazi. I haven't played for quite some time, so there's a few guys that hasn't played. And a few guys that really played a lot of games. Marcel and Dwayne is really struggling at the moment. So that's why I said it's a great character test. We're going to face that in World Cup. So the guys have to come through. Yeah, we thought about that. But, it's still a test match. And it's still against a quality side. Every team we've played against, every time we've played against Wales, it was very, very close. And every single away game is even more tougher. And, last year was a very tough year. And even in South Africa, we won by a point. And they were probably the better side on the day. So you can't just throw names and players as well. With Damien there, he can cover 12, 13 and wing. And Sabella, we just thought it's better for him to play 7s. I've been impressed with him. We knew from the start what is the pathway with him. So there's not a lot of depth left. But by saying that, I'm happy with Damien. And again, you don't want to... If you look at the team, if you would have said to me, and it's not disrespect, I'm just saying I would have said would have played with Oupa and Dwayne Marcel and Nazam in the last test match, I would have said no way, because you've got Skalk and Pierre and Arno Botha and so many great guys, and Francois Lowe and Willem Albert. So you don't just want to go and just throw caps to the wind. So I still believe this is a quality side, and I believe they will play well on Saturday. Yes, I was, but Paddy was injured. He was the informed player last year, the end of the year tour, and unfortunately was injured and didn't play for most of the incoming. And Andre is a brilliant youngster, especially on dry field, especially attacking-wise. We know what he can do. I just felt that I want to keep some sort of continuity. It's been difficult these 4 games to keep continuity. Actually, the whole year, if you look at our teams, only 3 guys been involved in, like I said, in all the games. Last year it was 10. So your 3rd year is always a tough year with injuries. So I just felt that, again, playing in the wet conditions, especially against a great Welsh side, we need some sort of experience there. Especially with JP and Brian not available. So Kobus is also a youngster. So I just felt Patrick is playing some great rugby, needs some sort of continuity. And Pollard is dangerous, like you could see when he comes from the bench. So hasn't lost faith in him, always had a plan with him. And he'll definitely get a start next year as well. But what I meant was in this build-up to these games in the Northern Hemisphere, and not just that, we trained yesterday as well. We're not used to training in these conditions and stuff, and we're going to play in the World Cup here as well. So what I do say is that even if the roof is closed, because of the damp and the dew, it's like a hothouse effect, so it's still actually even wet, even if it's closed. So I just meant that Pat is more experienced. But it was a very good question. Yeah, Wales, in a sense, I feel for them. I really thought they had a great season so far. When they played against us, it was probably 2 of the toughest games that we had this whole year, included the championship. I really thought it was, it was really tough games, could have gone either way, and they've lost it right at the end. And same thing, when they played New Zealand against Australia, they showed they can do. Against New Zealand, I really thought they played well, till right at the end, and that's typical New Zealand. Last year they were under pressure with Ireland as well, came through even against us. So I still believe Wales is a quality side, and it could have gone either way. Sometimes, I don't know why, you just lose it in the last 10 minutes where you actually should have won it. Doesn't make you a bad side. So what I respect of them, they've got a very good forward pack. Defence is up there with the best in the world. They've got a very good tactical game as well, and there's no weak areas. And if they get quick ball on the front foot, I truly believe they've got one of the best backlines, because if you look at their backs, all are big and strong, fast. So if they get quality ball, they're a very dangerous side. So, we're almost in the same boat. If you look at when we played Australia, lost by 1 point, and by New Zealand 4 points away. That 1 point against Australia could have been, we would have won the championship and then been in a different position. So it's the same to them, but at the end you still have to do it. And I believe it's going to be a very tough Saturday. I won't say they're unlucky, but I think they played great rugby until probably the last 10 minutes when New Zealand really had 2 good breaks.